Hi guys, and welcome to the next edition of our Tarporley Podcast. And today I'm with the lovely Anita and Ken from Tarporley Community Centre. Hello Ken, hello Anita.
Hello Ian.
How are you both?
Fine, thank you.
Fine.
Good. So we'll move on to talk about why we're here today in a moment. But just for those people who are watching who maybe don't know who you are, just tell me a bit more about you. So I know that you both live in and around the Tarporley area.
Yes.
Tell me where you live, Anita.
I live in Upkington, my husband and a couple of dogs.
Beautiful. It's a lovely part of the world.
It is.
Now, when we were talking before, I sort of sense an accent, and I don't think you're a Tarporley girl.
No, born in Yorkshire and proud of it.
Very good. I know that you're a Lancastrian, Ken, so
Hiss.
we won't talk about that. So what brought you to the area then? Was it work?
Yes, my husband's work.
Okay. And how long have you been here for?
It's, believe it or not, 10 years and it's flown.
Wow. Yeah, amazing. And what do you love about living around the Tarporley area?
Where we are, we've got great views, there's lots of places to walk the dogs, and the community in Upkington is really gelling together. And in Tarporley, it's a really welcoming place. People are ever so friendly.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It is.
I think once you move here, a lot of people don't really want to leave.
No. You have people that the parents and grandparents have lived here and they live here.
Yeah, it's lovely. So if you've got a bit of spare time at the weekends, then Anita, what sort of things do you like doing? Where do you like to go and eat or go out?
We're out with the dogs, and we're, of course, being from Yorkshire, we're fond of a little curry, so we like the rasoi.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, very nice. And what about you then, Ken? So you're not a Tarporley boy originally?
No, I'm Lancastrian.
You're a Lancastrian. And what brought you to the area, Ken?
My stepdaughter had recently married. She decided to have a family and to try and do a PhD, work full time, and all sorts. So my wife and I sold up a house in Knutsford and moved here 8 years ago. Okay.
And how's it gone?
It was great. We had to redo the house because bits of it started falling apart. So we rejigged the house. We've got it the way we want it now. And it's subsequently been used to bring up or to babysit for an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a pair of 4-year-old twins, and we've got one in the pipeline who's 2.
Oh, wow. Amazing. That's lovely, isn't it?
That's as well as having visitors from all over the place because we've got family in Australia and all sorts.
Fab. Okay. Do you think you'll ever move from Tarporley now?
Never.
And what do you love about it?
I just like the community, the place, the people. It's lovely to go wandering around. I'm always wandering through the village, around the golf course, and so on and so on. And the amount of people that I just say good morning to, and they will always talk back to you rather than just looking at you and going, as they do in the big cities.
Yeah, it's a nice part of the world.
Yeah. So I'm never leaving here.
No, that's lovely. That's lovely to hear. So obviously, people who are watching, it's obviously we're at the community centre today. So what are we here to talk about then? There's a few things you want to discuss.
Predominantly, it's our crowdfunding appeal via Space Hive. We had a fire risk assessment earlier in the year, and it highlighted, because the safety standards have changed, some of our equipment, doors, etc., and up to the current safety standards.
Okay.
So we've had lots and lots of quotes in to replace doors and soft furnishings, and we are now crowdfunding to raise the money to do that.
Okay.
And we are hoping that Cheshire West and Chester Council will give us a rather nice large grant towards the cost, because we're looking at raising over 13,000, and at the moment we're sort of round about the 3,300.
Okay. So there's another 10 or so to go minimum.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that people can help with if they're able to donate.
Yes.
I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Space Hive platform accepts donations as low as £2.
Okay.
But when we're having large events like film night or U3A meeting, we put a bowl out at the country village market so people can leave cash, because we appreciate not everybody is comfortable using the internet even if they have the access.
No, indeed, especially with money where money is concerned.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is
the main thing about
Go on, Ken.
Space Hive is that we need to prove that the hall is useful for Tarporley residents.
Okay.
So rather than having someone, for example, as rich as you, Ian, giving us
only.
the 13,000, we'd rather have £2 from lots and lots of individuals, because it then proves that the hall is useful and it's an asset to the village.
Right.
And everybody wants it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's key then.
That is it, yeah. Because when you think we had a struggle finding an empty room to talk to you today.
Yeah.
We are busy. A lot of groups use our facilities, and if we were to close for whatever reason, even for a few months, it would have such an impact on a lot of people's lives and to the detriment.
So this is a great space we're in here. What you can't see behind the camera is a lovely big room. So what sort of things does it get used for?
Well, I use it with a group that I organise within the U3A that's singing for fun.
Okay.
We're about 20 odd strong. None of us can sing. We can't hold a tune in a bucket. But because there's 20 odd of us, we knock the lumps off each other and we sound quite good.
So a bit like a male Welsh voice choir, is it a mixed group of ladies and men?
There's 3 fellas and loads of women.
Okay, yeah.
So if you're in the U3A and you're a man, there's the place.
It's a good ratio, Ken.
Yeah. And I mean, say U3A do hire us a lot down here, and because it's got...
Sorry, just what's U3A?
It's the University of the Third Age.
Yeah, my mum's spoken about this. Okay.
Yeah, and children's groups like it because it's level access from the car park. It's a lino type floor, so spills and that are easily cleared away. And it's a nice size because the hall upstairs can take 160 people.
Yeah,
so it's a little bit too big for a small meeting.
Yeah, okay. So this is the Craven room.
This is the Craven room.
Craven room that we're in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple of other rooms. One is set up like a bar and it's opposite the main hall, and if people are raising money for charity, they sometimes hire that and set it up as a bar.
Okay.
And then we've got another meeting room sort of behind the stage that's between the two in size.
Okay.
So between this room and the committee room that people can hire if they want.
Okay, that's good. And this fundraising that we're talking about is for the whole building?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Fire improvements everywhere.
Right, okay. And have you got a certain time limit that the fire authorities have told you you've got to have it done by?
No, they haven't given us one, but because of what it is, we want
to get it done as
soon as possible. Yeah, with people's safety is important.
Of course,
vital,
paramount.
Of course. Yeah.
We've already completed some work because some of it was that important it had to be done fairly quickly.
Okay.
Because we've got above the stage there was a loft there that the amateur dramatic group used.
Okay.
That proved to have no fire restricting and elements in it, so we've had to redo that very quickly.
Okay.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to do things like the play that's on in about a fortnight, 3 weeks' time.
Okay.
So we've done things like that. We're looking at spending some of the money that we have as well as the money that we're after from Speyside. So it's not just £13,000 worth of work, it's about 22,000 in the end.
Right, okay. Wow. Okay. So we can drop a link below the video, but how can people donate or help or share?
Well, I've got the website address here.
Great.
And I can read this out.
Yeah, read it out.
Yep.
I will add it on as well, Ken.
Yep. It's www.spacehive, that's all one word, .com/Tarporley Community Centre Fire Safety. That's a right mouthful, isn't it?
That's a hell of a mouthful.
It is, yes.
So that's good, but we'll put it on here as well.
Yeah,
thank you.
So people can click it.
Yeah. And also, if people bump into one of the trustees, they can give them the cash and can pledge on their behalf, or meetings like the U3A general meeting, which is next Thursday, or the village market, we can put collection bowls out if people want to put some cash in that. We're more than grateful for their donation.
Great, okay. Well, we'll certainly do some stuff on Facebook to try and raise awareness of it as well. We're not just here to talk about raising the funds, but we're also here to talk about trying to get other people to help.
Yeah, getting involved. We're always, well, not always, we're looking for help. It can be as little as showing somebody the building, all the way through to being a trustee and helping set policy. And age isn't a bar, of course, you have to be over 18.
Yeah.
But if you fancy getting involved and think you've something to offer, then please be in touch.
Yeah, okay. So there's a way that people can contact you as well. I suppose that's Facebook, is it? Or on
Facebook
email?
or email.
Great, okay. So we can pop all those details on here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't need to have a huge amount of skills to work with us, because, I mean, I'm useless when it comes to DIY. I'm DIY-won't. But I still do the weekly checks here because it's just making sure that things are right.
Okay.
The floors are clean. We've got the right tables in the right place. We've got the chairs in the right place.
Yeah, okay.
So it's an interesting role. I also set all the heaters.
Right.
That's the man to blame if you're cold.
Yes.
So if you want to get warmer,
Yeah, look after Ken.
Yeah, and I mean, we have one trustee who was company secretary for Rolls-Royce. And
Okay.
his knowledge that he's acquired through his work in life is invaluable.
Yeah, wow.
Because we have a lot of regulations, because we're a registered charity.
Yeah.
And the Charity Commission say we need to have this, that and the other.
Yeah, okay.
And he's great to use for sounding out, does this seem right?
Yeah, okay. And I suppose policy setting and all that health and safety and all that sort of stuff.
That's everything.
Yeah.
really got the job because he's the only one who can spell.
To be fair, Ken, well, before we came on the video, I saw how poor your DIY skills were. So me and Anita had to do this instead, didn't we? So he's right in what he says. Okay, fab. Anything else you want to discuss while we've got you, or is it just those things we can help you with?
Those are the main things, but like I say, if you want to come and see how we work, we have our committee meetings on the last Monday of the month. So is it 20?
I think it's the
27th.
Okay.
7 o'clock in the committee room upstairs, opposite the main hall. So feel free to come along, see what we do, see if you fancy the sound of it.
Great. And maybe as part of this as well, we could put a link to what's on. Have you got like a list of what's on somewhere on the internet, have you? The play you were talking about?
Yeah, we've got a timetable that we can put on.
Perfect.
And most people in the village know me through the @
Yes.
So if I'm wandering through the streets, as I do fairly regularly...
Flog you down.
Don't admit to that.
No, I'm not allowed out after dark. Not on my own, anyway. Yeah, if you want to stop me, I'll talk to anybody and I'll have a chat with them.
Great.
Give them a quick resume of what they'd have to do if they decided to come and help us.
Great. Well, I know there's a lot of new people moving into the area all the time. And I suppose older people who also move out the rural areas in because they want the amenities now and that sort of thing.
That's
so,
it. And we were the Co-op's local cause of choice that finished this October. And Ken and I, along with Tony and Linda, are in the Tarporley Co-op tomorrow afternoon saying thank you to all the Co-op members that have supported us.
Okay, lovely. Lovely. So people could pop along there as well.
Certainly. We don't know what's involved, but we hope they're going to provide cake.
Yeah, quite right too. Maybe a brew.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
Yeah. Lovely. Well, really good to meet you both, and we'll get this shared out and see if we can help.
Lovely. Thank you
Thanks,
for coming.
Ian. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.